Today, we're diving into a really cool science challenge that you can do like right now, at home. We're going to build our very own tiny weather station. And the best part? We're going to use a few simple items you probably already have lying around. So, let's get into it.
So here's the big question, right? Can you actually predict the weather with just 4 little cups and a bottle? I know, it sounds almost too simple to be true, but the science behind these homemade tools is surprisingly powerful. Let's see how it all works.
Okay, first things first, we've got to understand the wind. So we're going to build our very first instrument, a wind meter. The fancy name for it is an anemometer, and it's designed to capture and measure the breeze right in your own backyard.
You know, the design is just beautifully simple. I love how the source material puts it. 4 plastic cups on a balanced straw spin with the wind. See, this isn't about some kind of complex engineering. It's all about clever physics. When the wind blows and pushes into the open cups, that force is what makes the whole thing spin. Simple, but brilliant.
And building it is super straightforward. So what you're going to do is take 2 straws, cross them over, and attach 4 plastic cups to the ends. Then you need a central point for it to spin on, like a pin pushed through the middle into an eraser on top of a pencil. That works perfectly. Just mount that on something sturdy so it won't fall over. And oh, a really important final step, make sure you round off any sharp edges for safety.
And just like that, you've built an anemometer. Yep, that's the official term for a device that measures wind speed. The faster those cups are spinning, the stronger the wind is. Now you can get a real, actual measurement of how strong the breeze is at any given moment. How cool is that?
All right, so we've got wind speed covered. Awesome. Let's move on to our next instrument and figure out how we can measure precipitation. So part 2 of our little mission here is to create a tool that can measure rainfall. Believe it or not, this one is even easier to make. You just need a clear bottle with straight sides, and that's pretty important if you want an accurate reading. Then grab a ruler and a permanent marker and just draw some measurement marks along the side, like inches or centimeters. And finally, you just place it outside, somewhere in the open, away from any trees or awnings that might block the rain.
And there you have it, your very own rain gauge. It's a scientific instrument designed to do one simple thing: collect and measure how much rain has fallen over a certain amount of time. So after a big storm, you can run out and see exactly how many inches of rain you got.
Okay, so we can measure wind and we can measure rain. Now for the final and maybe the most fascinating piece of our Weather Lab puzzle, temperature. This homemade thermometer is just a fantastic way to see a really important scientific principle in action.
To build this one, you'll want to fill a small bottle partway with water, then add a few drops of food coloring. That just makes it way easier to see. Next, you place a clear straw down into the bottle. And here's the magic. As the air and water inside the bottle get warmer, they expand, and they actually push the colored water up the straw. And when things get colder, they contract, and the water level falls.
Now hold on, because there's a really crucial safety note for this one. It is incredibly important that you never ever completely seal the top of the bottle around the straw. The pressure needs a way to escape. And of course, like with any science experiment, please make sure there's an adult supervising.
And what you've just built brilliantly shows how a basic thermometer works. It's just a tool that measures temperature by showing how the volume of a substance, in this case our colored water and the air in the bottle, changes with heat. This whole phenomenon is called thermal expansion. Pretty neat, right?
Okay, so we've built our 3 instruments. We have our wind meter, our rain gauge, and our thermometer. But honestly, the real magic starts when we put all of them together. This is where your tiny weather lab starts to tell a much, much bigger story. So let's just do a quick recap of what we've got. Our anemometer, that's measuring wind speed, telling us how strong the breeze is. Our rain gauge, that measures rainfall, which can give us a clue about how intense the storm is. And our thermometer, that tracks the temperature, showing us the rise and fall of heat. Each tool is giving us one unique piece of the weather puzzle.
See, by itself, a fast-spinning anemometer just means, well, it's windy. But what if it's windy, and you see the temperature dropping on your thermometer, and you start collecting rain in your gauge? Suddenly, these simple little data points from your own homemade tools start to hint at much larger weather patterns, like maybe an approaching cold front.
So you've got the blueprint now. You have everything you need to build your own tiny weather lab. The question isn't really if you can predict the weather with 4 cups and a bottle anymore. The real question is, what weather secrets are you going to discover right above your own home? Get out there and happy experimenting.